Hello there, welcome to Genesis Models. My name is Boy Warden and welcome to this inbox review where we're going to be taking a look at Eduard's Provi Pack Edition, the A6M3 Zero Type 22, and that is in 1/48 scale. So let's get this opened up and get moving. We're going to start off with the plastic. This kit is, I think, around about the £30 mark. It's pretty new tool, only a couple of years old, right? So the first kit sprue we have here is got our fuselage section on, and the first thing that we're going to note on this is the absolutely sublime, beautiful surface detail that is all over this kit. This is the impressive part, just how beautiful it all is, just what we expect from nice new tooled builds from Eduard. If we just flip this over, very nice and smooth on the inside. You might not think there's a lot of detail going on there, but trust me, we do get a lot of cockpit detail going on inside of there. So all looking good. I have built this once as well, so I do know it goes together absolutely beautifully with no fit issues. Again, more surface detail on our wing sections. This is our lower part, and again, you can just admire how beautiful that all is. And then the top section as well, absolutely beautiful on top also. Just look like we've got things like ailerons and stuff that can be in different positions. We've got two sprues here. This is all our little bits and bobs where we do have things like fuel tanks, and again, lovely detail on there. Sometimes manufacturers kind of like skip it a little bit, but we are lovely on the fuel tanks, as well as our wheel well doors. I mean, lovely detail on there as well. Opposite side, not much, but it is what it is. And then we do have like the cockpit detail. The cockpit is lots and lots of bits that all come together to make a beautiful cockpit. As you can see, we've got some bits here with like some rib work and stuff going on just inside there. A bit of more cockpit detail, as you can see, all those lovely dials and buttons going on. MGs as well, we can see all the kind of the detail that's going on there as well. Looks like some free fall bombs just here, which is also nice to see. Some hubcaps as well, by the looks of it, for wheels, which then you've got to put onto our wheels just here. Looking quite plain and shiny. I mean, you might want to scuff them up a bit and make them look a bit rougher. Landing gear, I mean, I'm not really seeing any like major flash or any kind of problems like that. Very sort of crisp and all there. I'm just going to flip this over and just see ejector pin marks, which we don't really have any kind of problems with that with Eduard. I'm not seeing anything there. Our last little sprue here, we do have an engine, which hopefully, as you can see, has got quite a lot of lovely detail going on there as well. Bit of the bottom of the cockpit section, even the cockpit section, I'm feeling like raised rivets just to show off a bit more detail. Wheel well does look like it's going to build up into lots of pieces to give us all-round detail on them as well. Again, more cockpit detail, loads going on there. Maybe there's a couple of different versions we could be doing here. The instrument display panel, nice and lovely detail going on there, but we've got one that's blanked out as well for photo etch, which is again is beautiful what Eduard does there. Also more cockpit detail there as well. Our seat, as you can see, it's got all those nice little holes in there again to set off our seat as well. So plastic looks brilliant, loads and loads and loads of detail to it. You couldn't get any better than that. I know it fits beautifully. The actual canopy are normally absolutely crystal crystal clear. Lots of different Canopy versions as well for different versions of our Zero. I'll just put this up to the light, and yeah, I mean, that's just coming through nice and crystal clear. Not really seeing much scuffs, there's no cracks, there's no cobweb effects or anything like that. All looking pretty damn good. So we're just going to move along and show you a few of the little extras that come with this kit. First off, we get, this is the Provi Pack edition, right? So you do get the photo etch, even though the weekend editions where you don't get the photo etch are all still good anyway. This just adds even more detail, and hopefully, as you can see, that's all nicely sort of pre-printed. We've even got gloss on the dials as well, and it's going to really sort of set off your whole cockpit area just there as well. We do also get, it's hard to see on camera, but we do get canopy masks as well. We also get our decals with this. These are by Eduard. Hopefully, as you can see, they do all look in registry, good colours. The smaller parts we can read. We do get also the dials as well, which I do like it when they do that. Not sure what's going on here with this kind of green outline. Not sure if I quite like that. I'll have to do a bit more research on that. Decals by Eduard. They're not my favorite. They did change them. They seem to be a bit like Cartographer used to, and they were beautiful. Now they're kind of doing their own thing, and they're a bit I'm not a big fan of them. You do have to kind of work at it, keep on applying the decaling solution, keep piling it on top. You do get there in the end, but they are a bit of a pain. You do also get some nice markings as well, and they all look good also. Instructions, just going to quickly whiz through these. Good quality instructions by Eduard as always. Good quality paper, colour, nice description of the aircraft itself to start off with. With these instructions, you do get there nicely in the end. I mean, if you're doing the whole photo etch thing, just pay a little bit of attention and pick your market, the version you want to do, because there's slight little changes. But it is a typical normal World War II fighter build, where you do your cockpit, you bring your two fuselage halves together, your two wing sections together, and you've basically built it. Few interesting notes. I mean, you do bring the fuselage half together, and then you slide the actual cockpit in. I found that was not as bad as you think it's going to be. It is quite good. And you do have things like your ailerons can be positioned as well. The engine is quite a nice engine to put on show with this as well. Moving along, yeah, we're just bringing the engine cowl in, landing gear. I do believe you can have it up or down, but they don't show it to have it in the down position. Canopy open and closed, right? And that's basically, and it does nicely show you where all your canopy masks go, which also has masks for your wheels as well, which is rather good. We do have, I do believe, 4 markings with this, and they are slightly different markings as well. They're not all the same sort of color and everything. This one's potentially quite interesting, how it's sort of kind of got this used to be the old color, and then they spray the green on top, so it's quite a very sort of weathered, sort of rugged sort of spray job on that one. Oh no, sorry, you got 5 markings with this to choose from. Very good, nicely laid out, shows you where all the decals are, and then we've got the stencils at the back. So all in all, I mean, these kits are rather cheap in Europe. They are a bit expensive, I do believe, in the States, which is a bit of a shame, but they are amazing kits, amazing detail, amazing fit. The only qualm I've got about Eduard is their decals are a little bit, as I've already mentioned, not the best. Them seem to be quite tough, and you've really got to sort of work at them. You do get there in the end if you persist with them. So yeah, definitely a big thumbs up for Eduard's Zero here at Genesis Models. But as always, until next time, my name's Bob Walder in this Genesis Models, and I hope you've enjoyed.